Hey everyone, Jonathan here, Tapestry Music, and it's that time. It is Fender's Player 2 has been released. So we're going to take a look at some of the models that have come in, talk about some of the ones that are going to come, and at a later date I should say, and we'll take a listen to them as well. So we've got a nice little selection here, some of our first ones that came in. A few of the differences between Player 1 and Player 2, because this is basically just an update to an already great guitar. They've been doing the Made in Mexico Player series since I think it's 2018, something like that. And it's been a hugely popular series, fantastic guitars. It's really the best bang for the buck that you've got going out there. You get all the features of the classic Fender guitars, but at a very reasonable price, but the quality is so good. Like, I would grab any of these and just go play a gig tonight, hands down. What they've done with these ones now is they've kind of refined them a little bit, made them even nicer than they were before, kept the price points the same, which is quite impressive. Let's take a look at a few of the differences. So, big difference everybody's talking about is the return of rosewood. With Player Series 1, for the darker colored finishes, for the fretboard I should say, they're using Pau Ferro, which is a great wood and can look really nice, but it is a lighter color, and everybody really wanted to go back to the rosewood just for that dark finish. It looks more like the real guitars from the 60s, so they've gone to the rosewood now. They've also done aged plastic covering on the pickups and on the knobs. So again, it plays into that vintage 60s look. These actually, from a distance, look more like the Vintera series or the American Vintage series. So very classy. It's a next generation of hardware on here too. So the bridges that they have on here are the next generation. The tuners are what they call classic gear tuners. And these are basically vintage style tuners like they had in the 50s and 60s as opposed to the more chunky modern style tuners. And these look really great, adds more to that vintage look of the guitar. Alnico 5 Player Series pickups that they've got in these ones. And then we've got some new colors that they've added to the mix. Of course, there's classic ones like Sunburst, like your black, white is still available. But then for the painted finishes, we've got this new coral finish, which in person is very Fiesta red, looks fantastic, looks really cool. We've got the aquatone blue available across the board, looks really nice, almost like a Daphne blue, a little bit darker. We've got the birch green over here. This is a bit of a lighter green and almost a pastel, not quite. There's also a yellow that we don't have yet that's in the mix. And then coming on later in the fall, they're going to be releasing some transparent finishes that are coming in ash, mahogany, and those are also going to be chambered to lighten them up a little bit. So those are going to be really cool. Those are dropping in the fall. Can't wait to see those. That's sort of the greatest hits of the new changes on there. So why don't we dive in a little deeper and take a listen to one of these. All right, so let's get in close and personal with the new Player 2 series. So you heard one of the Telecasters on the intro and on the way in here. So let's take a look at a Stratocaster. This is the new coral red color, which I really dig. It actually looks to me a lot like Fiesta red, so very 60s looking with the Fiesta red. This is the rosewood board that we were talking about. So you can see it's got really nice dark color. That's something that a lot of people were wishing for on Player Series 1, but it's back now. So it looks really nice. And I like that they've done the sort of aged knobs and pickup covers on there. So it's got kind of the look of the Vintera series or any of their custom shop reissue type guitars, but at a great price point. We've got the 2-point trem with the bent steel saddle, so very vintagey as well. And you can get in and look close at those tuners. These are the new classic gear tuners. So it's got those 50s, 60s kind of style tuners, which I've actually always really liked those. I think they look classy. And for restringing, I actually enjoy the way that they restring, which is a little different than others, but I think it's pretty great. The neck feels really comfortable in my hand. It's the same sort of profile as Players 1, but they've done those rolled edges, so it's just really smooth, so you don't feel that sharp contour. It feels really nice in the hand. And let's take a look. These are the Player Series Alnico 5 pickups, and nice and bright and spanky and everything that you want a Fender to be. Let's take a listen to them. Here's the neck position on this guy. Yeah, it's got that Strat growl and all the sparkle that you want on there. Let's hop into the next position here, and we'll hear both pickups at the same time for some funk. Nice. That's pretty much everything that I want a Strat to sound like in that position. I use that position all the time because it's so clucky and fun and funky. Here's the middle one, which it's got its own tone to it. Nice, very articulate and nice sounding pickup for sure. Let's pop into position 2, where we get both of these at the same time. Last but not least, bridge by itself. Bright, it's spanky, it's definitely got that, you know, piercing bridge sort of tone. It is available with a humbucker in the bridge if you want more punch and more output, but this is the classic, more 50s, 60s kind of setup, which looks so great on this guitar. I think they've done a great job with the Player 2 series here. They've taken a guitar that was already great, made it even better, and it's just a killer guitar for your money. So stop into any of our 3 locations, check us out online, and check out the new Player 2 series for yourself.